Travou? Ué. Esqueci como que eu uso. Não era assim. Ué, como que eu... Ah, aqui. Foi, lembrei. E aí? Eu demorei um pouquinho porque tá carregando o jogo ainda e tal. Eu sem querer apertei no botão de iniciar o negócio. Eu não tinha visto. Ainda bem que eu deixo na aba da imagem do PNG. Enfim. Mano, eu vou continuar. Vou continuar daqui onde que eu parei, né? Parei, na verdade tem um negócio que tem que resolver aqui.
Something calls for our attention over there. Keen sights.
Ok. Mano, eu vou continuar da onde eu parei, né? Então, vamos lá. Tem que terminar esse capítulo logo, né? Vai acabar daqui a um dia e pouco. Vou ver. Fog com a Arknights.
The Sirenite Nexus is ready. The North Wuling exclusion gate is open. I had Summit prepare a few things that might help.
Edme, could you come here for a second? We Yinglong spent years charting this place. Some natural minerals can actually exist as gases. And Yinglong has a few tech for processing these mineral gases. Our task leader told me for our North Wuling.
Tutorial de gás. Não, não mais fábrica, não. Ou sim, né? É legal, mas. Não. Só transporte de gás. Oh Deus. Tá. Pesquisar. Mineradora de gás. Então o que é? Modo de gás. Moldagem de gás. Modo gás. Separação. Vou botar gazinho em copos. Os canos, né? Tem que ter os canos. E aqui? Unificação. Tá, precisa liberar o resto aqui. Isso aqui não é tipo uma Força dos Céus versão gás? Deve ser, né? Interessante.
Intamin, I'm en route to Yinglong Pass. How fares the mission? Did the proxy complete the ritual?
The Shirenite Nexus has been augmented. We're waiting for you.
Excellent. Be patient. We'll be there shortly. Everyone, our main force is now in place.
Os Avengers. O Panda. Avengers. Acabei de perceber que não tem muito boneco de anime, né?
Yo, we meet again.
Yeah, me full panda. Ele vem.
Endman!
Só falta tanque aqui, né? Pra ter todos juntos.
The very large rift and the science station. Ah, I never knew I will ever come back.
Maybe this time, we'll really get to rebuild our home.
Every watchguard in Tianshi signed up. We had to limit the number of our volunteers. We drew lots to choose who'd stay behind and protect Wuling. Tianshi Shimo is still a little sad about his pull. So, we shall bring their blessings and hopes with us into the... We're finally heading back.
The Endfield crisis team and I shall lead the way.
Just how did you fall this far? Adashi.
Já acabou a energia.
I think the Endman's catching some rest. Long-distance hauls can get really tiring. Let's keep it down.
It's getting colder.
I remember this road, when it looked better than this.
Esse aqui era o Wuling antigamente, né? Oh, realmente era o Wuling antigamente.
We have arrived.
North Wuling exclusivo, então.
These ruins were once Wuling's.
No. Even now, they remain part of Wuling. It is the weeping wound in every Wulinger's heart. The missing half torn from our side.
Today, we shall retake that missing half of Wuling.
This position is too close to the very large rift. Some blight masses have changed a lot with time.
The blight miasma. The miasma covers almost the entirety of the zone. Even the Tianshi could not survive for long within it.
This is far more severe than what we saw at Yinlong Pass. We must figure out a way to overcome it.
This is why I'm here. Could you repeat the plan, Tianshi?
First, we'll need a sentry base. The Tianshi will raise our first Tianshi pillar there. Lady Si has cleared up the nearby miasma. The Yinglongs have verified a suit.
Follow me.
Since that incident 10 years ago, this is Wuling's largest operation in the zone.
Everyone looks really serious.
10 years of waiting. I know the pain that can bring. Let's go and see how we can help, Endman. The Tianshi seem to be ready.
This is really impressive.
It's done. The first step to retaking our homes. Endman, the Tianshi Pillar Array has been deployed successfully. Arcane and her Yinglong Special Task Force are scouting out the miasma. Once the information report is done, we can officially verify our... You're right. Memories did bring me here, but not for the sake of sentimentality. Endman, do you remember that crying girl? This is a day that the girl looked forward to. Countless times she imagined it, just so she could wipe her tears and move onwards. But when the day finally comes, she must once again weigh the lives of the many on the scales.
You're doing good enough already. And I thought you promised that we'd do this side by side.
I suppose I did.
Tianzhuang, data compilation is complete. We've got miasma and clusters of blight shades.
Rift.
On countless occasions, the rifts blocked the Yinglongs, preventing them from getting deeper into the zone. However, things are now very different. Tell everyone that our operation starts here. Lethal blight miasma now blankets most of the North Wuling exclusion zone. The very large rift lies beyond that gorge. We need to cross it to achieve mission success. Arcane and the Yinglongs shall be our vanguards and sweep aside the obstacles of this operation.
The Enfield Crisis Team shall assist the Yinglongs. The Administrator and Shiranite Nexus are the keys to this operation.
Yes. Based on the new data, we must take Tanjian Hull, Shiranite Research Labs, and the Celestial Column. They're perfect positions for deploying our sentry base. There are miasma emitting rifts along the way. You can use the Shiranite Nexus to suppress them, and the Yinglong's facilities can help as well. Once the miasma dissipates, my Tianshi and I shall escort the Tianshi pillar to the front line and deploy a new sentry base. Our final step is to create a path to the very large rift. A bridge shall be built at the Shiranite Research Labs to overcome the final obstacle. I hereby name this Operation Homecoming. The path ahead may challenge us, but it is the path that leads us home. Together, we shall seal the very large rift, so that every displaced Wulinger can rebuild their homes.
Home.
Let's go! We've been preparing for this very day!
Let's go!
Yeah, we have the best support ever!
Endman, once again, I shall look to your guidance as you take the lead. Are you ready? You've offered Wuling so much help. Wuling is not just a home for Wulingers, but for us.
Has Arcane called us yet? She's moving really slow.
You sound worried about her.
Not being able to help makes me feel bad.
The Tianshi will focus on building the sentry base. Until Arcane returns, they might...
Sounds like a great idea. Alrighty, let's see what we can do. Let's go and see who needs help.
Stay vigilant. This operation... Edmund? Oh, I suppose my boss sent you here. I don't know anyone who's more stressed out than... She never changes. No worries. Nothing much going on here. Oh, Edmund, I think my boss might need your... Well, I guess you're already giving her a huge break by patrolling on her behalf. Just doing what I'm expected to.
Always right.
With Team Enfield on our side, the Rift and the Zone will be as good on my side.
A cry? What happened?
Olha aí, quem chegou.
I'm so sorry, Supreme Chief. I didn't see your tail. It hurts like hell. Watch it, girl. We're barely there and you've messed up 10 times. The dark mask! What a coincidence. So, why are you here? Shh! Keep it down! If the Mad Woman finds me here, she'll go crazy. Anyway, heard that you were ending the very large rift for good. So I, the Supreme Chief of Qingwu, decided to help. Enough. I'm not here to help the Wulingers. 10 years ago, that blighted gash really wrecked us. Qingwu Stockade is not a stupid rift. It's why my stockade and Wuling City got into such a mess. So I, Chief Tang Tang, I'm gonna permakill. How do you permakill?
Apologies. I tried explaining things to her, but Chief's idea of a rift... Chief also said, if Big Bro Ran, he lived to see this day.
Stop talking about me already. Anyway, I won't cause the mad woman any trouble. You have my word.
Got it. Thank you, Tung Tung.
Why thank me?
Say, do you think Mifu knew that Tung Tung...
She probably noticed, but chose not to say anything about it.
I don't get it. Anyway, let's see what Uncle Pan is working.
Look at your signboard and the countertop. I could hardly recognize it.
What is...
Oh, admin, you here? A small April. Food was just okay, but their osmanthus brew was magical. That was the start of a 10-year friendship.
Is Old Sen...
Ocean spent his entire life running the Itri. I visited this place daily when I was young. I used to tell everyone that I, Han Yuan, would be the one to end the rift. People in the store would just laugh and ask. Only that Old Sin didn't laugh. He even said that if I pull it off, he'd open a special... Well, I'm here. The Itri and Co are here too. But, and I made a promise to my old friend that we'd seal the rift. This cask is the only thing I found in this place. The seal held pretty nicely. I guess I was just blowing hot air.
No one can seal the very large rift alone, but you should pay your debts to Old Sen, since you owe him.
Very well said. Gotta settle the business myself.
Então, assim, tipo, ele não teria uma mínima chance de... Sabe? Tá com um R ali. Tipo, ele falou que tá bem vedado, né? Tipo,
Isn't that Li Juyen and Li Feng?
Impossible.
But I can follow
For anything zone-related, the watchguards will follow the Yinglong's command.
What happened?
Nothing. I might have overstepped my boundaries.
The boy wants to find his parents' belongings.
Say, you two actually know each...
Wuling was short on resources back then. The only medical facility was an emergency clinic. The surviving children know each other pretty well.
That's why I'm asking. Everyone's contributing while I've been made to wait. I can't even get my parents...
It's all right. Once Jian Shuang's plans are
Chen is right. For now, maybe it's best...
I understand, but... Apologies. I got ahead of myself. I'll head back and help.
Do you still remember what this area used to be?
This area? Sorry.
I remember. There was a bun shop that children loved. Across from it was a courtyard where the grown-ups played mahjong. If you accidentally kicked a ball into the courtyard, they'd cuss you out till your ears rang. Visit them again the next day, and they'd give you a bag of sweets.
That does ring a bell.
You were the youngest, and the most terribly injured. I thought you'd never make it. But you did it, and you're living life to the fullest. Your achievements are no less than mine.
So, you and the Endmen will succeed, right?
When we do, everyone will be allowed to return and find the things they had lost.
Yeah.
Arcane, while you weren't around,
I know. The Yinglongs have identified a path to enter. Miasma concentration is way higher. The ruins are sinking.
Light shades?
Yes. As the very large rift becomes more active.
So that's why you turned down Li Feng. You were worried that he might face blight shades of his parents.
He was too young. The disaster gave him only sorrow, instead of hate and denial. One cannot simply fight the blight or blight shades with blunt force or violence. You also need a powerful will. Furthermore, we're uncertain about how the zone may have changed.
Things we should keep in mind. Endman, I believe this calls for a more prudent approach.
We should press forward and be watchful of the surroundings.
Arcane! Your wounds still haven't healed.
I'm good.
Why do you insist on pushing yourself?
I said, I'm all right. A short... break is all I need.
Tianxia pillar. How long has it been left here?
8 years ago. Instructors Shore and Jewel were the first to arrive here. It was our first... Surveyors after them treated the pillar as a marker and called it the boundary. It is the starting point of most missions and the final refuge for many Yinlongs. Every Yinlong knows that beyond this point lies a land that eats people alive. It has witnessed the life and death of numerous Yinglongs. And it shall see how it all ends. Send them on their way.
Pledge our lives to get on path.
You can't escape gravity!
Right, I'm looking.
Yeah!
On it!
I got this run!
Now we'll need to deal with these obstacles.
Can't you just blast them apart with your...
The local area feels structurally unsound. I advise against that.
So what now? Do we have to...
Arcane, have you reached the boundary?
Yes, a collapsed facility...
That is consistent with our visual intel. Yenning is arriving at your location.
Parts for the aero salvager. The plan is back on schedule.
Yeah, Fang Yi told me supervise.
And they...
So let's get this problem sorted out. Crossing the boundary is when the real...
Mas aí tu vai equipar? Não, ele é um item craftável. Tipo, tutorial de gás.
Crafting the
Mano, essa
aero
mãozinha,
salvager
velho.
requires gas.
salvager with canisters and parts, right?
Time to move the obstacles
Pera,
aside.
você precisa de um?
The salvager must be
Ah,
activated.
beleza, então.
This step is mandatory.
Rapaz. Ou será que eu gasto um pra abrir o caminho? Provavelmente eu gasto um pra abrir o caminho.
We can now press forward.
Once the miasma dissipates.
Instructors, my dear seniors, this may be the last time. This will no longer be the final resting place of the Yinglu.
If the boundary is the starting point.
Yes. After every mission, the list of names to remember only grows longer.
Why are you thinking like that?
Since the day I was saved, I felt as though I never really left the zone.
You're like Li Feng. One of those.
I was the only one who survived the depths. One after another. Many people carried me like a torch, till I was safely outside. They gave me their miasma protection device. When one fell, another took over. They trudged through the collapsing gorge, Tanjiang Hall. This isn't just the starting point of my survival. I've chosen it as my resting place. As for the other tasks, Tian Shizhuang and her group.
Who's that?
What happened?
Nothing. There are residual blight shades. Summit will handle them. Endman. Like other blight phenomena, the miasma can also... I am the only one with actual field experience fighting the miasma. Should anything happen, my first order is to keep you safe. Hope you remember. As long as you and the Sirenite Nexus survive, there is hope for...
Are you planning to handle this like how you did with Ardashir? At a resting place of your choosing?
To keep you safe. And when necessary.
I understand.
Good. The operation shall...
Did something seal the gate? Wait, the Shirenite Nexus.
The alluvial energy entities might be blight related. That's why the Shirenite Nexus responded.
Ok, então... Ah, aqui.
Pillar. The Yinglongs who came here left it here. Try using the Sirenite Nexus to activate the Sirenite within it, and ward off the miasma.
Deploying safe points in the thick of the blight miasma. Must have been difficult.
It was. Pillar was responsible for this.
That Inglung pillar. Did Senior Hella...
She sent the deployment coordinates to Instructor Drool before she left. It was 2 months after you left Wuling.
Não posso ignorar isso.
You can't escape death!
Flee forth.
This is the way.
mostrar agora.
Look, it's a rift releasing the miasma.
Use the Shiranite Nexus.
I think it's working. The miasma's dissipating.
Blight Shades, don't let them near the Shiranite Nexus.
Better watch where you step.
Step down!
Parry!
This is up higher. None shall live. Dead weight.
Acabou, né?
Wow! You can actually do that?
Escape!
Inferno awaits.
Administrator, Arcane, what?
Situation normal.
Good. The Tenjin Hull is.
Lee?
Stick to code names during operations. What is it? Found something?
Nothing. I just thought you'd be a little more excited when they announced the start of Operation Homecoming.
Of course I'm excited. We've been waiting for this day long enough.
So you just kept it boxed up in... maybe you could rely on the Endman and me a bit more.
Save the camaraderie for later, when we actually survive this.
Hey, are you really alright?
Wuling Tianjian Hall is up there. Not too far away. Still remember the place?
Of course. They say Instructor Ju founded Tianjian Hall.
Then focus on the mission. If the Blight Shades were indeed info fragments left from an ether rupture, you should know what we'll be facing soon.
Lost and befaded. Can we still hold on to them at all?
Cara, eu tenho uma quest de botar 5 relés na gente. Não posso. Nossa, pra tirar tudo isso vai ser mais fácil. Mas pode ser que eu completei a missão. Mas eu vou continuar a história. Até o pontinho ali que a gente liberar todos. Né? Vou até ficar com sono. Então. Eu já peguei esse boneco de posto. Mais 2 pontinhos pra minha conta. E. Era um. Me deu um, caramba. Bom então. Não posso então? Ah, bom então, né? Ih. De que arma? Não ligo pra. Ah, legal, não posso pegar nada. Yeah.
This is what is left of Tanjian Hall.
So this is where our ancestors first raised their swords.
And also where their swords were laid to rest.
This tree.
We meet again. The years have twisted this land. Yet, this withered tree
Wuling Tanjian Hall. It looks quite different from the one in Hongshan. Is this your school?
Not just me. An entire generation of Wulingers grew up here. The first cohort of the Yinglong Special Task Force of Wuling was mostly locals. Children of the scientific surveillance team. They once studied and learned to fight in these ruins. Ironically, this also became a key
Ironically.
mansion, Rot, Yulok, and others. Some of them became Tianshi. Others joined the Yinglongs. They ran surveys and scouting missions just to get back to this tree. Hardly any of them completed the survey missions unscathed. Most of the children who grew up here also died here. Endman, Tanjian Hall is the final safe zone verified by YSTF. Beyond this point is a Chen, radio Tianshi Zhuang and have her stop the main group.
Ah. Okay. I got a connection.
Our priority is to eliminate all obstacles near Tanjian Hall and ensure it becomes our next sentry base.
We're on top of that.
I'm back. Everyone. Something doesn't feel right here. Make ready. Is this how you want your farewells?
Arcane, they're just...
I know.
You can't defeat gravity!
Fall here. You must not take this place again.
Arcane, calm yourself. I shall bring it darkness.
Quiet.
Hey, you alright?
This is the mission of Yinglong. It outweighs life itself.
You did the right thing. I don't understand. What did I do wrong?
You have passed. From this day forth, you are one of the Yinglong.
What did I do wrong? You should edge.
I'm sorry, Summit.
Quase que mata o cara, mano, de graça.
I was out of it.
Why? Over a small thing like this? This isn't like you, task leader.
What is it?
Are you sure you can be a vanguard in this state?
It's my fault. I could have hurt Summit. There's no excuse for that.
No one's asking for an excuse. That doesn't matter. I just need you to remember what your duties are.
Go ahead. Tell me. What are my duties?
Try slowing down. We need a well-prepared and reliable task leader. We need you to be that.
You...
She's right, task leader. You are overstretched. Maintaining proper readiness is also part of the fight.
If this is everyone's consensus, I'll concede. Endman, thank you for just then. If I've caused you any trouble, that would have completely defeated my purpose.
My thanks too, admin. That hit could have landed me in the hospital for at least 2 weeks.
Hail Blightshade.
What?
Hail? Have we seen those kinds of Blightshades before?
Ether activity spikes in the exclusion zone. Anything could happen.
This warrants a closer look. Endman, we should move. Comb the area. The issue with the Blightshades must be resolved to secure the sentry base.
Blightshades are appearing more frequently.
Is it because we're closer to the rift? Because too many fell here?
I know they're just copies, but...
Wolves, let's feast. Bleed forth in fury. Drown endless night.
The make and model of these weapons.
Just like us. The Yinglongs who came before us had to fight their own too. Some of them failed to defeat their predecessors.
Imagine having to fight former teammates over and over again. This is cruelty.
No. We know very well that the Blightshades are just information. Neutralizing them might be uncomfortable, but not unbearable. Those familiar faces that showed up repeatedly serve as a constant. The things that hurt are actually the memories.
Memories. During moments I fail to recall, how many of my companions departed this world? Those who once...
Endman, I did not mean to...
No, this just proves the strength of the Yinglungs. You risked your lives and faced your most painful memories. I too aspire to be like you, and fight for something truly beautiful.
I did not expect you to say those words, Endman. I just... Thank you.
Arcane, behind you.
Instructor Jewel?
Oh, os instrutores do que estão na carta.
Was that Instructor Jew's Blight Shade? Who was the other one?
He didn't attack us.
Something might be over there. We should follow.
Wait, Instructor Jew? Hey, wait for us! Arlene, a thing that's just as unreliable as my memories.
You again. Instructor Jewel, are you asking me to free these poor souls?
I didn't last many semesters, but I'm still a fellow disciple of Instructor Jew.
I thought you came up with your own swordmancy.
instructors called that a real talent.
Your end is not.
None shall live.
Corner, stand down.
There's range.
The last of them.
You still good?
Look after yourself.
The Bell of Three Presences? So, Tanjin Hall had one of those too.
This room used to be called the Morning Bell Lodge. It was the only facility capable of forecasting blight disasters during the early days of the Wuling Science Station. I don't know if they built Tanjin Hall around the bell, or if they moved the bell into the school after it was built. I only remember listening to the instructor's lectures beneath the bell. He was my instructor. He taught me to read, to fight, and to carry myself properly. After I joined the Yinglong, he became me and Chen's instructor. I'm alive because of him and the other senior Yinglongs. I never thought I'd see him again here.
He seems to be leading us somewhere.
Instructor Ju, what are you trying to show us?
Task leader, what's that sound?
Blitzcrash. She's here too.
Who's Blitzcrash?
A howler beast I picked up from the wilderness. She later became part of Tanjiang Hall. Now, will you join me and send her off? Blitzcrash has a strong impulse for destruction. We cannot let the Tianshu convoy get too close. Maybe I should have left her in the mountains.
We'll end this fight easily. No.
You don't want to leave? Fine.
There's no escape. Wolves, let's feast.
Might of the land! Incinerate! Inferno! Yeah, wow! You can actually do that? Flash!
Sorry you have to wander here alone.
There's no escape. shall live.
I shall bring it. Darkness.
A rain of crimson red.
Crash.
F. Descansa em paz. It's trash. Ai, ai.
There shouldn't be any blight shades left nearby. The threat has been neutralized for now. Inform Tian Shizhuang that we will wait for their arrival at this location. Careful.
You brought us to Blitzcrash in these blight shades. Are you trying to guide us and clean up the local threat? Are you still upholding your duty as Yinglong and trying to assist us? Instructor Jewel, answer me. It seems you're just a blight shade. Halt!
Lee, can blight shades run away like this?
It's my first time, but I won't let him go.
Did he lead us here on purpose?
Hold. He stopped.
What's he up to now?
He wants a fight.
Okay, cool.
You've done pretty well.
Espada caindo.
Lee, did you hear that?
Yes. the blight shades were just info fragments? Those words. Instructor Zhu was among the first Yinglongs to arrive at Wuling. He personally founded this Tanjiang Hall. He didn't just instruct the Yinglongs. Many watchguards and Tianshi.
And if a great disciple like you came to see him off, I bet he could finally rest in peace.
Truth is, Instructor Zhu's favorite disciple was always you.
What?
That day, when you reported to the Yinglongs, remember what you said to Instructor Zhu?
Not really. I just remember you asked something.
I asked you why you joined the Yinglongs. You're not a Wulinger and knew nothing about our mission in the exclusion zone. You said, I want to travel to every dangerous place on Talos 2 and fight injustice wherever I see it.
Ah, I remember! And you told me I was being childish.
Well, congratulations. I still do.
Why you... Oh, why are you suddenly talking about this?
Because it suddenly came to mind.
To help the other victims of the blight.
Instructor Zhu. Since when did I stop caring about that? Did it start here?
Hey, you spacing out again?
You actually lived up to your words.
Huh? What is she up to now? Hey, slow down! Chancellor Zhuang and the main force are arriving soon.
The local threats to Tanjin Hall have largely been neutralized. This will serve as our new sentry base to support true heroes of Wuling. Without them to pave the way, reaching this point would have been all but impossible for us. Once this is all over.
But as the situation stands, our only way is forward.
We've reviewed the files recovered by the Yinglongs and prepared our data solution for Shiranite Nexus expansion.
If prudence is our choice, performance boosting the Shiranite Nexus will be the most effective solution.
The very large rift. The epicenter of this terrible... Of course. We cannot afford any mistakes as we prepare to enter the concentration. Tianshi Zhuang and I will organize the crew and get things out of the way.
I'm a little worried about Arcane and Chen. They just had a tough time.
Pera, esse bagulho não gasta. Eu sou filho à toa então, né? Rapaz. Vou ficar guardando. seja, todos os itens que eu deixei passar, eu realmente deixei passar. Eu vou ter que explorar de novo depois. Eu não posso liberar. Eu nunca devo isso aqui. Isso aqui é meio bosta. Droga. Mano, depois disso, acho que eu vou deixar por aqui. Tá, eu já fiz bastante coisa, eu terminei o evento entre aspas, né?
Starting from the day I crawled out of the ruins.
Dá pra eu parar por aqui. Eu vou encerrando por aqui, então falou. Tchau, tchau.